Hello Virgo, it's April 2017, and you know, when one's ruling planet moves into its retrogression, or what we call retrograde position, as it will this month on the 10th, Mercury will go backwards, moving out of the sign of Taurus, into which it just moved into. It will move back out into the zodiac sign of Aries. From your 9th house of higher learning and wisdom and spirituality into the 8th house of shared resources. That could be beset with some difficulties because Mercury did move into the conjunction of Uranus recently, in the previous month. It's going to go back and give you a double dose of that electric, unpredictable Uranian energy. So I do hope that you are able to, withstand the shock of that, and you're prepared and not too reactive, because this can definitely affect your nerves. It can bring on tension, headaches, stressful scenarios, and interestingly, being the 9th house, that's from where it retrogrades out of, this could very much have to do with beliefs or dogmas, differences of opinion, religious, spiritual, philosophical, political. These are all the things that are ruled by this area of your horoscope. The 9th house, which is the sign of Taurus. Also, note Mars, the combative planet, and also one of the most difficult planets for those of you born under the sign of Virgo, is transiting through that very house, the 9th house, and it will remain there for some time. You also have in your 4th house the retrograde transit of Saturn, which takes place on April 6th. And just previous to that, on April 3rd, the retrograde transit of Venus into the sign of Pisces, which is your 7th house of relationships. So you can see that these retrograde planets, Virgo, are actually having a deep impact on many, many areas of your life. So much so that it may be a little bit hard to juggle this. The retrograde planets actually bringing your mind to a revision of a lot of what's been going on in your life. Do you have the capacity to retrospectively go through and in an unbiased fashion take a look and own what it is you've been doing? I think you, out of most of the star signs being ruled by Mercury, having that precision and analytical mind, will be able to do that. Yes, you have to divorce the analytical mind from the emotional heart. But I think once you've gone through that exercise, the trick, the difficulty actually for you is going to be bringing back the emotional and the mental together. So that if you have some presentation or meeting or coming together of the minds and hearts with a loved one, or as we see there, Venus in the 7th house of your marriage, being able to amalgamate those two very diametrically opposed processes, that's going to give you the most success this month, as far as I can see. And there are continuing confusions in your relationship, as we see from the transit of Neptune in that 7th house. A lot of idealism. You've got super high standards. I keep saying that. You've read it before. It's important to make those standards realistic and to, in a consultative way, involve your partners and friends and children, anyone that you're involved with in a relationship, to understand what it is they feel they are able to achieve, what standards they are able to meet. Because if you're simply setting that bar at that height without any consultation, how do you actually know the person's capable of achieving that? So there needs to be some consensus and some terms of engagement for you throughout the month of April. There's a new moon and a full moon, usually every month, sometimes more. So what I would like to look at also is the fact that there is a full moon taking place in the sign of Libra, which is the finance sector of your horoscope. That's going to take place on the 11th. And so therefore a lot of activity and also probably some good luck for you in that area. It's not all bad news this month, Virgo, because you've got the transit of Jupiter, albeit also retrograde. But certainly when these two come together or in the same vicinity, Moon and Jupiter, for you, Moon is actually a planet of profit. The full moon in your second house is very, very exceptionally good for income, finding that you are lucky and able to entice others to give you a pay rise. So generally good fortune, good karma as a result of that. Then we see the new moon taking place in the sign of Taurus. Again, another very, very exceptionally good area for you. That takes place on the 26th. And in a sense, I think it's tied to the good fortune that I see in your finances, because the 9th house is the house of your past karma, good fortune, good luck, and indicates, being a new moon, that there are new opportunities for you, that perhaps you've worked hard to create them. They may have been a little delayed. That's quite likely, as we can see from all those retrograde planets in the chart. And notwithstanding its influence on your arena of luck, it is also very, very highly laudable for journeys and long distance travels. Do be careful of that. Get everything straight in your mind with anyone you may be dealing with, because we mentioned earlier Mars is still transiting through that area and can be rather hot-headed, impulsive and argumentative. So make sure you got all your facts and figures. That's also shown by Mercury retrograde. And then you'll be in a better position to move forward. Hey, you'll be even in a better position if you check out astrology.com.au, which is my website. It has lots more information for the month of April, May. We've got the full year that I've written for you, and we have our daily readings as well. So look forward to your company next month, but do take just a little bit of time to pop in there and find out more about yourself and everyone else in your life. Take care now. Bye-bye.